Emmanuel Macron has accused Brexiters of seeking to bluff the EU into softening its negotiating stance by championing a no-deal scenario, in a dramatic intervention at a summit of European leaders. The French president said such an outcome was in no case part of the discussions, in an apparent reference to reports that the Brexit secretary, David Davis, was planning to positively present a plan to the UK cabinet for Britain to strike of the EU without a deal. There is one negotiator on the British side under the political authority of Theresa May. At no moment has Theresa May ever raised a no deal as an option, said Macron. If there are noises, bluff, false information by secondary actors or spectators to this discussion, that is, just life in these matters, or in the media. But in no case is it part of the discussions. He added that there was no question of the EU softening its demands to help May avoid political problems at home. It's not about making concessions, he said. During a press conference at the end of the European Council summit in Brussels on Friday, he added, I would say we are far from having reached the necessary financial commitments before we can open phase 2 of the talks. We are not halfway there. Macron said the costs of Brexit were unavoidable as he dismissed the British Prime Minister's divorce bill offer of €20 billion £17.8 billion as not halfway there, and insisted that the UK government would need to make a substantial financial effort to break the deadlock over the talks. The Guardian understands that Brussels has now settled on €60 billion as the expected landing zone for any deal. Less than some estimates but considerably more than many in the British cabinet may be able to stomach. Earlier on Friday, May said the UK was examining line by line how much it will pay the EU when it leaves the Union. She did not deny that she had told EU leaders on Thursday night that her Florence speech was not the final word on what Britain was willing to pay as a financial settlement for Brexit. Asked whether it was conceivable that the total bill could reach €60 billion, she again did not dismiss the sum out of hand, unlike Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary, who has previously Brussels can go whistle for such an amount. I've been very clear on where we are in relation to the financial settlement, May said. I've set out the reassurance to our European colleagues and we will go through that line by line in relation to the commitments that we've made in our membership,